At Tower, we're on a mission to simplify insurance. So we're making our policies easier to read and understand. Complicated insurance language is out, simple is in. With New Zealand's first car, house and contents policies awarded the right mark, plain language standard. Tower. What the world does, we undo.
What you work for, that's what you deserve. If you don't work for it, then you don't deserve it. I've just always had this feeling in my stomach, if I want it enough, I'll get it.
This Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand event is proudly brought to you by Tower Insurance.
Welcome into day 3 of the Tower Insurance Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand National Championships, the final day of what has been a wonderful event so far at Functional Strength HQ on Auckland's North Shore. We will begin the day with the men's 96 kilogram final. This should be a nice competitive class to start our day off. Let's go and meet the athletes in this competition.
Welcome. We're about to present our athletes for the men's 96. Awesome. From Otago, we have Robert Jordan. From Waikato, we have Carl Davies. Canterbury Strength Institute, we have Jaden Buckley. From Otago as well, we have Jaden Buckley. From Papa Toy Toy, we have Untitled Chapter. From Strength HQ, Kevin Kitty. From Northern Olympic Weightlifting, Isaac Logan. From right here, Functional Strength, Dylan Harris. From Olympic Weightlifting in Blenheim, we have Brady Greenville. Also from Papa Toy Toy, we have Elaine Parks. Another homegrown functional strength, Stephanie Pepper. From down in Bay of Plenty, we have Jaden Buckley. And from all the way down in Otago, we have Patrick Seppo Toffee. These are athletes for men's 96, thank you, gentlemen. The clock is set to 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes to start. The first lifter will be Patrick Seppo Toffee. Please prepare. Any last minute, anything, now's the time. You don't want to miss it. Thanks. We'll now present your officials for this session. Our central referee is Johan Tundler.
are gearing up for the men's 96 kilogram class, the first session on day 3 here at the Tower Insurance Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand National Champs. Ricky Swanell, I'm joined by Ray Everest for this session. Ray, we saw such really impressive lifting yesterday. Have you got big expectations for what we're going to see today?
Yeah, well, heavier people means heavier weights. That's the best thing about it. And this is a cracker of a session to kick off with. Big field and some experienced athletes. And even though they're young, there is some experience there. Yeah,
there is a big session. There's 13 athletes in this group. Who should we be looking out for?
Look, one from my mind really to look out for is Isaac Logan. Isaac Logan is coached by Travis Mash, who's a USA coach, but his father went to the Olympics as a coach to Rio as well. He is super talented, super talented. But in saying that, young Kitini Teihuka, he's from Gisborne, but trains under Tina Ball, super talented, as well as Patrick Seppo. He is from Otago. Yeah, again, another talented athlete. Yeah.
Well, you talked about bigger people, bigger weights. So what kind of numbers are we starting to get up to today?
Yeah, look, I'll be really interested to see how the likes of Isaac and Robert Jordan, who we got, Stefan Hepper, where are we looking? Maybe the 170s in the clean and jerk, certainly 30s, 35s, maybe 40s, 35s in the snatch for sure.
Well, it's the start of a very big final day here. We're looking forward to getting into the action as we get bigger and bigger. The higher weight class is coming, but we will start the day with the men's 96 kilogram class. They're out having a warm-up. We're not far from a start here at Functional Strength HQ.
But Matt came on board as a sponsor for this year's Olympic Weightlifting Nationals. The money that he's put in has obviously gone into the production that we've seen in front of us this weekend. We can't thank him enough for his investment into this weekend. And part of the sponsorship is 2 junior athlete sponsorships. So from this weekend, Matt has identified 2 athletes that he's willing to take under his brand, and they will receive $500 cash each. And get and we're going to announce the junior women's sponsorship. This young lady has been exceptional all weekend on the live stream, called in, did some live stream commentary, which has been thrown in the deep end. Now on the loading end, had an amazing competition yesterday, and we're giving the sponsorship to Samantha Hansen. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Matt. Really appreciate it. Again, we've made a round of applause. That really helps us actually coming on board this year. It's awesome to have Matt here. Stick around and watch weightlifting. If you are watching, make sure you jump on the live stream and share it, please. The more shares and traffic we get, the better we can make this next year. So it's kind of like an invisible currency. Go and share to your friends.
We're now under 3 minutes to go. 2.5 minutes till we'll see our first athlete. Loaders are getting to work, loading up the bar as we have a look through the scoreboard and who we may be seeing first at the moment. It's one of the youngsters. Remember, we've got junior and senior competitions, the competition within the competition, and there's 4 junior athletes, but all 4 of them have also qualified as seniors race, so that just shows what the standard is going to be in this class.
They're actually youth. Yeah, absolutely. And like I said in the interview earlier, you know, this Kitini and Patrick, it'll be a great battle with them as well. They won't come out of that. Like so at secondary schools recently, Patrick snatched 106. You know, Kitini I've certainly seen snatch 110, if not 15. Yeah, there you go.
There goes the change straight away. So the games begin already.
The games begin. Yeah. Yep. So, look, isn't it great to see everyone's pretty much on triple figures? Kitini will come out of triple figure. There's no way he's opening at that. He's far too strong and talented to be opening that low.
Well, I guess the thing is too is that these athletes compete against each other at various competitions around the country, as you say, secondary schools or North Island, South Island champs, different things like that.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, I guess in the way, because the sport's still so small relative, we get to know athletes and coaches. So as a coach, what you are doing is you are waiting to see what you normally see in terms of patterns from the coach. You learn one another. So I'm unsure what my patterns are and what people...
Haven't figured out your own pattern yet.
But I'm sure people do know my patterns in that essence as well.
One of the athletes from
Jaden Buckley.
your part of the world.
Yep. I think it's his third nationals. Yep, building nicely. There's Vesta. He's a Common Games athlete, getting some Burger King.
Yeah, getting some good, all the good stuff on board.
Yep. This is a weightlifting competition. This is the good thing about it. Yeah, again, out in the warm-up room there'll be some nervous people. There are some people in their first nats. Yeah, it's going to be a great comp.
Yeah, well, lots of younger athletes too, and of course these guys have been milling around for a couple of days. Many of them have been helping out in the warm-ups with coaching and all sorts of different roles, and then you've got to finally get your turn on the platform. So we are just about ready for a start in the men's 96 kilogram class, and already the clock has been stopped. It was going to be on Jaden Buckley at 100 kilos for his opening lift. Now, to see the loaders, you would imagine, in this session are going to be fairly busy, already set to work, and I've seen many of them, all of them competing as well.
Yeah, I think again, see Kitini's gone up already, so we've got everyone opening over 100 kgs. That's a phenomenal effort in terms of, again, a comment on the development of our sport. One to talk about, Waia Whanaki. Waia went to Junior Worlds a couple of years ago, representing Papatoetoe. Crazy strong legs. Crazy strong legs. And you wait till you see the hairdo and the moustache. Yeah, even better.
We're just saying this could be a long session for the loaders. Early start. Nobody puts their hand up to load on the last session of the day when the 109 kilo men get out there at the plus sizes. So we are going to see our first athlete, and it's going to be Patrick Sefo-Clofley. He's got 100 on the bar from Otago. 16 years of age. Very focused, intense start from Patrick.
Yeah.
Get that first one out of the way.
Yeah, again, it's hard. It's hard coming up, but he puts that away. And it's just the coach is just having big trust in the athlete, knowing what they're capable of. and that often means knowing that what they're capable of weights they haven't even attempted.
Just able just to relax a little bit, isn't it? Getting one done, and then there's a score on the board. At the moment, it's just gone up to the automatic increment, which is 101 for Patrick. Certainly not looking like we're going to see him just yet. It's gone down to 102.
Loaders place 102 kgs on the bar, 102, the call will stop. The call is still on Patrick, he's going to take 102.
Just waiting to see what Patrick Cloughley is going to do. That make another move and send out one of the other athletes. Tina Ball standing by.
Yeah, so Kittine's on deck at 104, and Callan's probably just slowing it down a wee bit just in case he jumps up to 104 and then suddenly Kittine changes to 105 and then you've burnt another change. So he's just staying, yeah, so he's gone to 105. Yeah.
Looking ready to go, Kittine tie hooker, Strength HQ. He's got a bit of business in the front, party in the back going on there.
Yeah, Jack Goodhue, he's a talented athlete. Wakaama, Kapahaka, Rugby for Poverty Bay this year. I believe he was selected for Wellington's cut for the Hurricanes 17s as well. He's a super talented kid.
Oh, he's going to come out at 104, another of the 16-year-olds. Young men starting early. Good start too for Kittine tie hooker.
Yeah, sharp. He'd come off a pretty big rugby season going into secondary schools, and so that would have tapered off, and he's obviously worked his way back into shape for this. Yeah, again, the demands of a young student, but it's great to see kids starting young in the sport and getting great coaching as well.
Well, and also not specialising in one sport too early, which is a whole new focus for Sport NZ and HPS NZ, and getting younger athletes to be versatile, trying different things. And there's Funaki, Patsoi 105.
Now this is a heck.
It is a thing of beauty. Looking around, happy enough.
Yeah.
A little bit of a struggle early on, but got it there and gets a score on the board straight away.
Yep, plenty of power. Yeah, just probably a little bit of placement issues there. I know he's been busy with his work as well and stuff, but he's incredibly capable. Look at that, he knew he had it. Going back to that diverse, having diverse sports backgrounds, and I think we're starting to see the value of quality strength and conditioning coaching going into these younger athletes as well. Athletes are getting bigger, stronger, faster. Look at Kittine, he's 16 and he's a monster. Yeah.
What they learning good technique, good process, and how to look after their bodies at a younger age too, and what their bodies can do.
Yeah, well, that goes in around not only just the physical training, but it's the mental training, the food, the sleep, the recovery, all that sort of stuff. It's so vital.
Second attempt now for Patrick Cloughley, 105 kilograms. He was successful first up with 105.
It's a bit of belief there. It's a bit of belief. I think overthinking that a wee bit there. You can see how high he pulls that bar. That's just him overthinking the lift a wee bit there.
Thank you, loaders.
Yeah. Should have snatched that. Yeah. That's my coach always talking there. You should have snatched that. Yeah.
So, first no lift for competition. This big field, 13 athletes, so there'll be a lot going on around this area here. Certainly as the numbers start to get up and the jostling and changing of the totals, the scores, the entry attempts go up. Patrick, very quickly have a chat to the coach, Callum.
Callan's been busy and he's competing this afternoon as well. So, yeah, again, what Callan will be doing here, he'll know Patrick. He's had Patrick for a few years now, and he'll know exactly what to say to Patrick. You know, Callan's a calm guy, always a big smile. Yeah, and it helps having Amanda there as well, very experienced coach. Yeah, and a lot of it's around the encouragement and just, you can do this, you do, just believe, you know.
So it's going to be Patrick again. 105, second attempt, having a little chat to himself. Very deliberate process as he addresses the bar. Looked good initially.
Yeah, better attempt, but probably, I still just think it's a little bit of belief there. He snatched 106 at secondary schools, so it's certainly within him.
Importantly though, he has got a good lift on the board. Just need one of them, one good lift in the snatch to progress through it. So he's at 100 as his best snatch. So now we see Jaden Buckley from Canterbury, 107 for him first up. Start.
Yeah, nice straightforward start, that's good. Aiden, coached by Lee Attrell. Lee has developed so many athletes, and still competes himself out of Canterbury Strength Institute. And there's a number of clubs down in Canterbury now, which is fantastic.
He's been an enthusiastic presence, certainly too. Yeah, in the blue cap.
Yes, that's a light way of we love his passion, and he loves what he does, and we love what he does for kids down there. It's always good to see his athletes.
It's a sport too where you can see progress, can't you? And we chatted yesterday, various people, about getting too wrapped up in chasing numbers, but it's a sport you can see progress all the time, and for coaches that must be the sense of achievement, particularly with some of these younger men and women finding their way.
Yeah, you're trying not to chase numbers. In fact, this is my own coaching philosophy. I believe it's the coach's job to worry about numbers, and it's the athlete's job to worry about process and chasing that and applying it out on the platform. It doesn't matter what you do in the training hall. You've got to put it out here. So that's what a lot of the athletes will be working on.
This is Jake Bessette now, coming out for his first attempt with 108 on the bar. No lift for Jake to start.
Just not pulling hard enough off the hip. Just didn't kind of finish his pull through there. Shape from the floor, yeah. Just not placing the bar right in behind the head. This is not what Callan will be asking for as a coach. Yeah. But again, a lot of, and a stage this big, and remember the stages get big. You know, national events were held in some gym back in the day with 5 lifters, and Richie was announcing lifting and loading. This is a big time event, and when you got people out, and it's a big event like this, you've got to actually deal with that. You've got to contend with that. Lights and things, and walking out the platform. It's a big change.
Yeah, not to mention cameras everywhere too. It's something new to get used to. Biggest field, this is the 80th anniversary of the Tower Insurance Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand Nationals, and 138 athletes as Jake Bessette returns for a second attempt at 108 kilograms. Oh, no problem the second time round, shaking it out.
There you go. So he works harder through the middle, places that bar where it needs to go, straight over the hips, nice and strong.
To follow himself out, Jake Bessette was saying later on in the competition that's not necessarily the ideal, but perhaps if you miss early on and you're first out, it's so bad to get straight back out there, make the correction.
Yeah, snatching's not so much of a tax on the body as a clean and jerk usually. And again, the athlete's conditioned for that sort of stuff as well. Earlier in the program, they'll be working hard on that conditioning. Essentially a weightlifting fitness, if that makes sense, so that you can cope should you have to turn around and come back and follow yourself.
What sort of cross-training these athletes doing? It's not all just lifting in the gym, or
again, depending on their philosophies of the coach. You know, me personally, a lot of bodybuilding stuff, just heaps of work to just build up an armory of strength through those joints and ligaments.
Here's Jaden Buckley in the Bay of Plenty, 109 for him. It looks really easy. But yeah,
Unfortunately, we need to wait for the judge's call.
yeah, I thought he might have dropped that a bit quickly. It looked pretty simple. That's a no lift.
Absolutely dropped that too quickly. Oh,
I think they call that a coach killer.
that is a coach killer. Yeah, that is not what you want to see.
You have to wait for the judge's call, right?
So you're waiting for the white light. There is a white light in the middle. I mean, it's hard to see on the stream, but there's a white light that you're waiting for. That's when you put it down. There's no way. Yeah.
That's right in front of the lifter too. It's there with the centre referee. So they can see that white light, the lifters. So Jaden Buckley, because it was an easy lift, he had no problem, but just go
Yes,
too easily.
It's far too casual. But again, coming back to the training that goes on and around, so you've got to look after. It'd be nice to just snatch and clean jerk all day, every day. That's not going to protect the head though; it gets monotonous. But also, you're really trying to work hard on ligament and strength and strength around the joints. Heaps of work on the back. You see a typical weightlifter build really big legs, real big lower extremities, and then obviously really big back. And you've got to work hard on those sorts of things just as much as you do your snatch and clean and jerk. Interesting, Kittiny's been sitting for a while, so I don't know what Coach Tina's been getting him to do, whether he's just been sitting there or he's taken a lift somewhere, because he has been sitting there for a while. He came out second, so there's been a number of lifts. It's been 8 or so lifts, so he has to stay loose, and again, that's part of what the coach has to do, is keep an eye on what's going on there.
There's a handful now sitting on 110. Needing to see who is next, and it's Lane Parks from the Papatoetoe Club with 110. Lane Parks gets his first good lift on the board, coached there by Simon Kent.
Papatoetoe are really pushing for the men's title. They've got a number of athletes competing for that, which really helps their cause. And you know what, their gym, they just work hard, those boys. They come in, work hard, full day of work, get in, get the weight above their head, and don't muck around.
Now one of the locals, Stefan Huffer, he also 110. Functional strength. Good lift too for Stefan as he rolls those shoulders out.
Yeah.
They're coming out, putting some good numbers up early on, these guys.
Yeah, Stefan has been around a long time, and guy, look at him, he's powerful. He's super powerful. Real natural athlete, just super strong. Yeah.
So here is Kitini Taihuka coming out now at 110. Has had to wait a wee while since his first lift, which was successful at 104. A 6 kilogram jump for the young man. Loses it behind him.
Yeah, and that's where potentially the experience of an athlete comes in. He's young. He's only really been on the competition platform. This is really his second year. Just staying in your head, staying in the competition.
Let's go.
Funaki. Two, no lift.
So plenty of power. This isn't a strength thing for Wire. It's just getting the positioning right from the floor to be able to use that power in the right way. Yeah.
Incredible achievement to make it to senior nationals as a teenager. Thank you, loaders. Bars loaded. Is running the call.
I can't remember where Junior Words was for Wire, but it was somewhere Eastern European. Great opportunity for a young kid from Papatoetoe.
Kitini Taihuka, his third and final attempt. He had a no lift at 110 previously, and now coming straight back out to try and hit that number again. Great response.
Whoopa. Yeah, that was a great lift. That was a great lift. Yeah, Coach Tina saying something of the ilk of, yeah, there we go. That was 115. Yeah. And the great thing about the sport, you know when it's in the right spot.
And now same again for Oya Funaki. He too missed at 110 in the second, and now third attempt. Oh, anything you can do, following each other too.
Yeah. And remember, this competition is not snatch and clean and jerk medals. It is a total. So this, yes, it's nice to see big lifts, but because for PAP and for Strength HQ, Kitini versus Wyatt, they are trying to build totals for the team's comp.
So both Kitini Taihuka and Wyatt Funaki successful in their third attempts at 110, so they have completed the snatch portion, as has Patrick Sefo Cloughley. Looking now, we're going to see some new entrants into the competition at this stage. Carl Davies from the Waikato.
Yeah, first year at Nationals. Cuts that short a wee bit. Again, first Nationals. Yeah, bit of nerves as well, bit of nerves. So it's just trying to make sure, yeah, Coach Fee will just be unpacking that a little bit.
Get out and get a feel for that platform, and
he's pretty relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, he's relaxed. He'll know. He'll know.
We do see, prior to the start of competition, the athletes come out and are presented, and we do see some just step up into the middle of the platform and have a bit of a look. And
yeah, that's important, because when there's a big group of people, the last thing you want to be doing is, as you lift your head, you're looking straight into the eyes of somebody you don't know. I wouldn't do that in public. let alone at a competition. So what they're trying to do is just find their gaze, find their spot, and then and also just again get used to what's going on out here. But unfortunately, like if people fill it, they fill into the stands. You might have started as a few people, and then you come in, it's full. Yeah.
Amazing what you can focus in on or find distracting and suddenly turning up. So here's Carl Davies again. No lift at 112 first attempt. This is a second attempt at that weight. Yeah, the coach, that's better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah, much better from the floor. Much better. Just held that position. Just keeping shoulders over it, and what it allows the bar to come up and back into that catch position as opposed to using the hips and throwing it forward. Yeah, that was a great adjustment there. He did well. He did really well there.
Now Dylan Harris is also part of the functional strength team. Looking at 113 kilograms.
Yeah, pretty easy opener. Again, Rich knows his athletes. That's a really nice opener. Nice to get that under your belt. Feeling that easy, I bet.
Cool. We'd love to get a camera on the coaches watching each lift, the reaction, the movements they all make, the facial expressions. I've got a perfect view of it.
Yeah, if you watch Rich or any coach, you'll see a lean.
He leans.
He'll lean. Yeah, you'll see a lean. Yeah.
So now Braden Green, 113. Good lift for Braden Green to start as well. 3 white lights from the referees.
Yeah, Komihana out of +6'4" is really building some athletes down there. Komihana's fairly new on the scene in terms of his coaching, but he is really rocketing up. He went away to New Caledonia as the coach for a select team that went in last December, I think. So he's got a little bit of international experience, and I've seen him really grow in this space, which is evidence of the athletes turning up.
So we've still got 2 athletes yet to enter the competition, Robert Jordan and youngster Isaac Logan.
Yeah, the call I'm most interested with is that Jaden's gone to 119. I like a big jump, but I like a big jump after a lift's been made.
Yeah, he missed at 109.
Well, he didn't miss.
Well, he didn't miss. No, he did. He had it, didn't he? And it was just a little bit casual, I think, was the word you used, Ray.
Yeah.
You can say that because he's from your club, right? And now Jake Bessette, third and final attempt, 113 for Jake. 5 kilo jump. He missed the first attempt and it's been good since then.
Yeah, I sense he'd be a little bit gutted with that, but that's okay. I see, he is a junior still, so he's also building towards that junior title.
Yeah, I guess that missing that first one at 108, the no lift, that just doesn't leave you as much wiggle room.
Especially when you come and put your 130 in the way like that. That's, for sure.
Now Aiden Xu, he's gone to 114. We're seeing some big jumps. Good, powerful effort.
He has got a bottom position, so if you see this replay, you watch how low he gets. That is some sort of position. Yeah, that is a great bottom position by Aiden there. Going back to that big jump, I reckon part of it they probably would have been real safe opener. Because first nationals, you've got to get one on the board. It is scary. That first snatch is scary, you know. So potentially went back out the back, hit something a little bit heavier, and then comes back out again.
Quick work on the broom, so the job of the loaders. Sometimes we'll see them as well. More so on the clean and jerks face, giving the bar a bit of a scrub too. And it's just now a turn for Lane Parks. He has gone up 5 kilograms from his first successful lift, which was 110, so now to 115.
Yeah, just not finishing there as well. Again, been sitting around for a while. Yeah, he'll fix that up. Lane's you know, no stranger to the sport. He'll fix that up.
Now that, I guess, is another issue of having a big class 13 in here. To wait a little longer.
Yeah, Simon will be aware of that. He's, I mean, obviously he's extremely experienced, but in saying that, it's just the athlete's ability to apply that. So, yeah.
Simon Kent, who's joined us, of course, in commentary, is the Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand High Performance Director. So, living and breathing. He's got a talent on his hands in the 13-year-old Olivia McFarlane too. Saw her on day one.
Yeah, she's freakish. And again, the culture of their gym helps those young kids fit in and be part of something special.
Right, here comes Lane Parks again. Let's see what adjustments he's made. Right to the edge of the platform. You can use all of it. And he didn't make it. Gets 3 white lights.
That's nice. That's solid. Yeah, I knew he just had to finish that off. You know, super powerful. You know, a lot of our, you know, for us trying to reach these Pacifica kids and Māori kids, we're built for the sport, man. That's the thing. You know, we certainly believe in that. It's a big part.
Problem is every other sport's after them as well. Carl Davies, 116, his third and final attempt. Yeah, nicely done. Murmur of approval from the crowd.
He has a phenomenal top pull. It's a really, really strong line from there. Yep, going back to that, I guess what we've got to say is that our sport complements a lot of sports. Bene Kumerua is a really good example of that. Bene is still a phenomenal weightlifter, coached by Rich. You know, he was like, as a junior, 140, 170-ish, probably more. But he was a captain in Bay 19s this year. He's based out of the Bay and played for Grammar last year. And our sport is a great complementary for many of these sports.
We talked about that, yeah, the number of high-performance sports who use Olympic weightlifting in their training programs now. As Aidan Zhu prepares for his third final attempt, 117. Oh, it slaps the bar. Disappointing, so no lift at the final attempt there for Aidan. 114 will be content, have to be content with that.
Yeah, I think that was just outside his range of strength. Just didn't get enough height on the bar. Yep, Olympic weightlifting. Crazily, Olympic weightlifting's been used in sports, professional sports teams for American sports for years. You know?
Dylan Harris, 118. His first lift was good at 113. And his second lift looks good too.
Yeah, very nice. Really consistent. Dylan, yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, so they've been using that in strength and conditioning for years, especially power cleaning and things. And so it is great to see that coming through in a lot of our teams. Part of our job is just to try and really upskill those coaches and then get some of these kids back into the sport.
Braden Green, second attempt for him. one way, then the other. Almost got it back under control. Probably a wise move to pull out.
Yeah, didn't have the mic. I was saying let go, because I don't want to see an elbow go. He's got enough bicep to probably hold that, but yeah, it was a fight. Yeah, you don't want to lose that over your elbow. So we're still yet to see Isaac come into the competition. Isaac, again, I spoke about this the other day. Jake will be controlling the warm-up. It's not, Robert's still to come in as well. So those guys will control the warm-up at the back. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised their coaches will be watching each other. They'll be seeing where people are sitting, what their lifts, as they start to get into those heavier lifts.
Jaden Buckley looks like he's going to be next up, and I imagine there's probably one bit of advice that he was reminded of. So Jaden had a no lift at 109, so he dropped the bar too soon, and it's a jump of 10 kilograms to 119. Waits for the signal this time.
Yep.
And successful.
No mistake. Jaden's a 125 plus snatcher. Former power lifter, came across in the sport, so he's obviously got a really strong set of legs and back. Yeah. Bit of a laugh out the back. I recognise his laugh because he's recognised his. Yeah. But hey, he's on the board, and you know what? He took a big jump. I thought it was a risk. Doesn't matter. He's put the weight away.
And now it's Braden Green again. He too has the bar loaded at 119 kilograms. He had a no lift at 118. Real fight. Had to guts his way through that one to get 119. Good lift.
And you heard Colby saying settle before he tried to stand it up. So yeah, once they sit in there, athletes are far strong enough to just stand it up. It's never really a challenge, but they've just got to get it settled.
Now heading towards 120.
Thank you. 120. The call is now on.
The call is on Stefan Effort. So the minute clock is ticking down. 1 minute to make your lift. 30 seconds. There'll be a warning bell. I've only seen time out once so far this weekend. Nicely done. 120 kilograms. Good lift.
Yeah. Again, Stefan's. Yeah, he's super strong. He is a freak of an athlete. His partner was competing last night, Zoe, as well, and always been real solid. And his clean and jerk, I believe, is even better. There's a discipline that he's better at. He's super strong. So it starts to get interesting here now. Isaac and Robert will be getting close. I just heard the whir of the plates out there, which I do recognise the familiar stomp of Isaac in the warm-up room. I know he's just warming up real close to us over here, so I'll be starting to get real close. Maybe 25 is not their opener. I can see he's got 28 on there, it looks like. 32.
Dylan Harris again now for his third and final attempt, 122 kilograms. Is able to get it under control. 3 good lifts. For Dylan Harris, 122, his best in the snatch.
Yeah, good save. Good save. Worked hard to save that. Yeah, just a bit of a sink to the right. Saves that. Yeah, good.
So still 2 athletes yet to open their accounts, and now we see all 4 remaining on to 125. So we might see a couple of the first timers, Robert Jordan and Isaac Lorgan.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll see them at that because that's what they've put in. Yeah, so the curse has gone over to Robert. Yeah, so he's gone to 28. Isaac will not come at that. Surely. Oh no, he's in the dock.
Close to making his entry. Like 19, so also eligible in the junior, and now he's gone up 128 as well. Sends it back to Jaden Buckley.
For lifters going to a tight race for an opener. Clock is running. Call is on Jaden. Get behind.
So in the snatch, they're just trying to get the warm-up perfect. You want to be about 2 minutes out from your last lift to getting on the platform, ideally.
Jaden Buckley now 125 kilograms, third snatch attempt. Good finish for him as well.
Yes, yeah. Great finish. Great finish. Great finish there for Jaden. And again, I think his 109 was just about getting something on the board. Yeah, I know he didn't get it, but yeah, you know what I mean?
He got it, but he didn't.
Yeah.
He got it up, but he didn't get the score.
Yeah.
So
Stefan's gone to 128 just to force Robert and Isaac into making the decision. So I think Isaac's loaded in the back there, so I reckon he's going to probably come out at that. Oh no. Oh yeah, well, of course Robert's, sorry, first in the lot numbers.
So this is Robert Jordan.
Yep.
First attempt for him, another from the Otago Weightlifting Club. Around experienced athlete, 33 years of age. And his first attempt here in the men's 96 kilogram class will be at 128 kilos. Good display. He waited a long time for that first attempt and made no mistake.
Yeah, puts that away easily. Both him and his wife competing this weekend. Had a good chance to have a chat to them out the back and talk about ice cream flavours. That was always good.
Salted caramel?
Yeah, well, anything that goes after a weight cut.
Whatever you can get your hands on. Well, it's very much, though, it's a very much a family affair at so many of these gyms, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely.
See Richie and Pip Patterson and little Coops has been running around.
Yep.
Kids growing up in the gyms too.
Yep, and his dad and son and, you know, husband and wife and partners and things. Yeah, it is a sport for everyone, absolutely.
So this is Isaac Lorgan, 129 kilograms. 19-year-old and well supported here. First attempt. Good shape. Good looking athlete. Loses it behind, so no lift at the first attempt.
Yep, that he'll correct. That's just got out a bit on him. He's had to use his hips a bit more than he would have liked. Yeah, so see Jake there, just telling him, keep real close, just keep those elbows iron out. Crazy thing about Isaac is when I first met him, I reckon since he's been in the sport, he's put on about 30 kgs in body weight. I remember he seriously used to compete in the 69 kg weight class a few years ago. I think there's a hook grip video about him, but he's
Filled
piled
out.
on. Yeah, he has piled on the weight. And I remember he'd at Papatoto, I remember him watching him lift, and then running out and playing a game of basketball out the back. You know, so I think, it is my own opinion on Isaac, I think he's going to turn into a premier lifter for New Zealand in the future. And he already is now, but I reckon there's big things to come. So he'll go away and he'll correct, look, he trusts himself, he's gone to 30. They'll just correct that and get it right.
He's coming straight back out, and with an extra kilo on this bar, 130 now for Isaac. This time he's got a bit of strain showing on the face. That's what happens when you're putting 130 kilos above your head.
Yeah, and there's his dad taking in a big breath.
And I think, yeah, big sigh of relief too.
Yeah,
Isaac.
Isaac's trying to qualify for Junior Worlds here, and which he certainly will, now that he's put that one away.
We saw earlier in the weekend athletes hitting that total. Stella Hampton, the Junior Worlds next year, which at this stage are in Egypt, but that may change as Stefan Heifer comes out for 130. Well, it was a big 10-kilogram jump.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, and he's saying it there. He just smashed his hips into it as opposed to just pulling into that position and letting it glide up off the hips back into that catch. Yeah, we actually, Olivia technically qualifies for Junior Worlds, but she's too young. I'd love to know the stats on that. What's our youngest A grader? She would be pushing that.
Robert Jordan looked really good with his first lift, which was successful at 128. Now 132. Gets that under control. Again, strong effort.
Yeah, he's in the driving seat now. So what that's done is that's put the pressure on Isaac to come out and make something. Yeah, that was beautiful. Right in the catch, stand straight up, awesome. Yeah, so we've had a number of people hit that A grade. Olivia, obviously, Stella, Samara hit it, which is qualification for Junior Worlds as well. And we're seeing that more and more, which is, this year we sent 6 females. Isaac could have gone as well, I believe Vernon. We could have 6 females going is just unprecedented. Obviously Kana. Kana, sorry, Kay, just phenomenal.
You went all right?
Yeah.
So down to the final 2 lifts now, 1 each left for Isaac Logan and Robert Jordan. Isaac's coach, well, both coaches up at the table.
So this really becomes this is really where the technical aspect of the coaching comes in, because I think Isaac's got to come. He's got to punch back, and he's got to get a bit more kgs on Robert, and then force Robert into coming out and trying to have a go. This could go wrong as well, and then he's suddenly 2 kgs behind. And if Robert comes out and makes 35, all of a sudden Robert's 5 kgs in front. So this is a crucial lift in terms of the competition as well.
The 135 will be the weight on the barbell for Isaac Logan, who's had the 1 minute call. Nervous coach in the background, Dad. Important lift in his 3rd and final attempt in the snatch. be thrilled. So's the coach. 135 for Isaac Lorgan.
That's experience. Isaac's been lifting for years, and that is experience. You know, this kid's a junior. Imagine what he's going to be at 25, 26. You know, we talk about All Blacks maturing, you know, silver ferns and cricketers. It's the same weightlifting, and weightlifting takes time, under tension, time, squat after squat, pull, snatch, clean and jerk. Just phenomenal as a young kid.
So now Robert Jordan to see if he can match the effort of Isaac Lorgan, 135. Great lifting from both men at the end of the snatch competition. There's Robert Jordan, good lift at 135 kilograms as well.
That's phenomenal. Isaac actually took over when he put his 35 away and put the pressure straight back on Robert, and look at that, that was right in the catch. Yeah, he knew.
So looking across those scores, those two standing out in the third attempt, 135 each for Robert Jordan and Isaac Lorgan. Jaden Buckley, 125 there as well. But, wow, it's been an excellent start to the final day here at the Tower Insurance National Olympic Weightlifting Championship. The snatch portion of the men's 96 kilogram class is complete. There's a 10-minute break now. The athletes out the back warming up for the clean and jerk. Stay with us here, and we will be back with that clean and jerk shortly.
At Tower, we're on a mission to simplify insurance. So we're making our policies easier to read and understand. Complicated insurance language is out, simple is in. With New Zealand's first car, house and contents policies awarded the right mark plain language standard. Tower. What the world does, we undo.
2.5 minutes to go until the clean and jerk begins in the men's 96 kilogram class here on day 3 of the Tower Insurance Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand National Champs. We've seen some really impressive lifting in the snatch. Robert Jordan and Isaac Lorgan, 135 each. Sort of young, talented athletes in this class, 4 juniors as well, all of whom have qualified in the seniors, looking across those two. And I guess, Ray, as we look, what's the tiebreaker? So we've got the 2 of them at the moment on 135. Obviously it's going to change, but who effectively has the lead?
Well, no one has the lead. But in saying that, if I was to give anyone the lead, I would give Robert the lead, because he went 3 for 3. And the only reason why I say that is that's momentum. So that's a 5. I went back and spoke to Cullen and said, hey, what was that? It's a 5 kg PB. You know, that's big. That's a big PB at this level, especially when the amount of years you're training and stuff. To put 5 kgs on your snatch is, at a national level event, is big. So I would put the momentum in Robert's corner. However, Isaac, let me tell you this, if he cleans it, if he stands the weight up, he will jerk it. There is no doubt. You will see it's probably the only one of the like of it doing it in New Zealand. He has he quickly stands up, his hands go wide, and boom, he does not muck around. So this is a big battle coming up.
Well, I guess the likes of Robert Jordan hitting a PB on the big stage at the national champs, that's what you train for. You try and peak for, to be able to put that out on when it counts. That's what these guys have done so far.
Yeah, and you've got to, now that your 3 are done, you've got to make sure that you forget them now. It doesn't matter. You got 3, a different discipline, you know, you've got to come back out now and put that away. You've got to get your total. And for Robert v. Isaac, they'll be getting sucked into the comp, and they just don't want to get trapped into, oh, hey, all of a sudden now we are, I've done a great snatch and I forget to lose my head on the clean and jerk. So it's part of the coach's role is just going to be around keeping their head in what's going on.
So the big red plates are going on the barbell. 125 kilograms for Aiden Zhu, who looks like he's going to be first out, going through the final instructions with his coach.
Yeah, I walked out and said, got a great bottom position, and gave him a pat on the back, because, yeah.
So first attempt in the clean and jerk. The men's 96 kilos, 125. Nice start for Aiden Zhu.
Yeah, he understands the movement. Yeah, he's got a good understanding of that movement. Again, well coached by Lee. And
We were looking for continuous movement, those arms locked. The judges were eagle-eyed yesterday.
yes, Samara May got called out on that. Yeah, you got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. You don't want to leave any doubt in the mind of the judge. And even as a coach, you've got to adjust a wee bit there. That's important.
130, the call is on Jake. That's what the Jake. Stop the clock. Jake wants more. The ball remains at 130. The call is now on.
Already some movement. I don't see Kitsuni coming out at 130.
These athletes looking for a total. Clean and jerk on the board and start to build that.
136 on the clock. Loaded. The call is on Jaden Buckley.
We talked about the passion and enthusiasm there on full display. Jaden Buckley, the clock is on him, 130 is the total at the score rather at the moment.
Yeah, well, I just saw him do 100, so he's nowhere near 130, so he's certainly not coming out anywhere near that. Yeah, so Tyler, his coach, is just buying him some more time. Yeah, see, there's a lot around that 35 mark. There's a lot. So that's a bit of a jam, mini jam there. So you just got to keep an eye on what your warm-up's doing. Holy heck, Giro. That is.
Bessette gets a big old slap in the head before he heads out.
Charged if it was on the street.
131. Jake Bessette 131. Good start for him in the clean and jerk.
Well, the slap got through. Yeah. I don't.
I hope he's not concussed.
Yes. Yeah. Judo competes in the lighter weight classes, and interesting that they get the smallest guy to come up and slap him. That's a really interesting tactic. That was a solid jerk, and he'll go away confident from there.
Patrick Sefort, Cloughley, Otago. Otago lifters following each other at the moment. 100 was his best snatch. He had 2 no lifts, so need to get back on the board here. 131 with his first clean and jerk.
He's got a great jerk. Patrick's just been recently selected to go to New Caledonia at the end of the year, him and Faith Dent. So they have what's called the OTIP program, where we get to select 2 athletes that go have their flights and stuff paid to go over there and train at the Oceanic Institute with Paul Coffer. So he's one of the athletes heading across, and he will, to give you an idea, secondary schools last year to this year, I'm pretty sure he increased his total by about 40 kgs. Yeah, phenomenally.
Rapid improvement.
Yeah. So he was basically clean and jerking what he's snatching now. So obviously capably coached as well. Has really got a stable of athletes down there. And yeah, just a remarkable talent.
The benefit of it being such a popular sport in this part of the world or throughout the Pacific means there's a lot of competition. Coaching opportunities around the place, chance to travel and experience overseas competition. There's now Aiden Zhu, 133 for him. Hear all those key words, drive, big chest.
Yeah, you're probably not even hearing that with the lifter, quite honestly. You're not really hearing that. But he is doing what Lee's saying. You know, takes in that big breath, chest up, and what that allows is just allows the tension to stay through the bar, the energy as he dips, is able to put that bar right back where it needs to go to the slot.
133, the good lift for Aiden Juge. Keep cool, very warm today.
It's hot out there too. It is hot out there. I was on the Better Nutrition fan out there too. Yeah, it is hot. It is hot.
Saying it's like being in a big tin shed here, and it's certainly, listening to the weather forecast, very hot around the country, getting up 30-odd degrees in some places this weekend.
Yeah, good to be trapped inside, but it's sunny out there, not out by the beach. That's always good.
Spend all day inside. At least it's nice and light and bright, and yeah, very warm for these athletes out here in that confined space too. At the stage, it's 135 for Funaki.
For Lane, I just see he's just done 130 pretty comfortably. Yeah, so Waia's going up. Yeah, Kitani's in the back there, he's ready to go.
Yeah. Kitani Taihooker is ready to go. Taking the ball behind him. From Gisborne, 135 kilos will be his first effort in the clean and jerk.
He's got some strong legs.
strong start for Kitini Taihuka, clean and jerk. 135, didn't look too much of a bother.
No. He's got a really strong set of legs. Can you imagine that kid running at you on the field?
So what position does he play?
I think he's front row.
Yeah.
I think he's front row. He's probably one of the bigger 16-year-olds running around, down in Gisborne especially.
Well, it's interesting. He competes for the Strength HQ Club, which is a South Auckland club under Tina Ball. So she's remotely coaching a couple of Gisborne athletes.
Yeah, because he's got he's got his waka interests and he's got kapahaka and things like that. So, and manages well. Tina manages him well.
Jake Bessette now was successful with his first attempt, 131 now, bumped up to 135. Good quality lifting to start this clean and jerk competition.
Yeah, well, Callan's just building a total for that junior title, so he's got 3 kgs on Kitini. So it's just around, again, getting back into a bit of a driving seat, making a lifter come out and do something, and then almost giving yourself the shot to have a go and come back over the top. Much better clean.
Slipping out from underneath him. No lift for Patrick.
Yeah, I didn't quite see what's gone on there. It's, just might have been a timing issue there. Just didn't give himself enough drive to push under.
Come a long way from a training camp here at Functional Strength last year.
Yeah, just didn't reach, just didn't get to a position where he caught the bar at the apex. He'll tidy that. It surprises me because he's got such a great jerk. So yeah, he had a harder clean and then put it away. So and then the clean was much easier there. So yeah, he'll adjust and come back.
135.
It stays on 135. He's going to add a couple of kilos to that. The clock stops for Patrick Sefo-Cloughley after he goes at 138. So that now sends it back to Jake Bessette. Pop an extra kilo on that bar, the white discs.
Yep, but what that does also, Jake's also an Otago weightlifter, so that's just slowing things down. Lets Patrick recover. They use their teammates here, allows them both to recover. You need a lot longer to recover in the clean and jerk than you do in the snatch. Just a bit more of a taxing lift. So there's using your team to your advantage there.
And now it means Aiden Dew comes out 137 kilograms, looking for a third successful attempt. Clean and jerk. Working it hard, driving really hard for Aiden Dew. Looks to the monitor and a lucky shot.
Walk off, boy, walk off.
Just go.
You've got it. Go away.
Even bring some applause from the rest. Well done, Aiden Dew, 137, successful. Don't give them a chance to change their mind.
No, so just watch the back leg. We were talking about this the other day. Bang, and he sinks with it, you know. He's reached extension, back leg stays soft, and he just absorbs that. That was a great save. But you don't stand there looking at the judges, asking them to red light it.
Oh, sheer grit on the faces. Aiden Dew successful lift. Now we see Funaki, 138 for him. Good strong lift from him.
Yeah, that's well under what he's done in the past. Obviously, he's not probably in the shape that he was last year at the moment.
Tell you, if Taika Waititi is looking to make a sequel for Boy,
Absolutely.
get him, sign him up.
That's him. Yeah. There's certainly a place on TV for that.
So now the coaches surrounding the table, the arms folded as they pace around. Seems to be the standard look, the folded arms, the pursed lips, and the clock has stopped. At the moment, asking the loaders to put 139 on the bar. That's at the stage for Funaki again.
Yeah, there's quite a jam. I see. So Jaden's certainly going to come out at 141 because he has used his 2 changes. He went 34, now 41, so he has to come out at that, from what I've seen. So, yeah, there's a lot. Now we'll start to get to some tactics.
Going to be Dylan Harris from the Functional Strength Club here. They are based on the North Shore of Auckland. 140 for Dylan. Feet still and in a line, gets 2 white lights, that's enough.
He was lucky to get away with that, I think. That was certainly the right arm there, what I saw. Yeah. Yeah. But he gets it, 2 white lights. He moves on. He'll still look at correcting that, even he knew he walked off and gave the arm bend, but I'll figure it out.
Now, Stefan, his teammate. 140, what a real handful. 140, 141.
Yeah, I think he might have been short of air there because he stopped in his dip.
It's a no lift for.
Yeah, I think he might have been running out of air there. Yeah, we often program those in the training. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe Richie's trying to challenge him. I don't know. Oh, someone's telling me, yeah, as he's shouting out, he's got a sore knee. That's certainly not what you want to be doing if you've got a sore knee, yeah.
Not ideal.
No. So, because the guy's so strong overhead, that's the thing. He's got a wicked jerk, so it's certainly uncharacteristic of Stefan. Monster overhead.
So he's going to have to come back out as he tries, just shaking out legs. Wants to get a score on the board so he can get a total. Especially if there's a bit of an injury and just trying to get through these couple of lifts. Because he is following himself, so it's 2 minutes. Now striding out to the platform.
Hope he corrects that.
He's got it held on to it this time and gets the approval. Looks pretty sore and stuff, doesn't he? So, but it's a total on the board.
Yep. Because seriously, he's usually a monster overhead, so that's why I was shocked. So, yeah, the knee's not playing the game there. That's certainly not going to be helpful. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. There's a slap in the face again from Jiro.
I think he seems to be enjoying it. I don't think Jake Bassett's enjoying it, but Jiro might be. A 140 for Jake Bassett, his third and final attempt at the clean and jerk. The 20-year-old from the Otago Weightlifting Club. Holds on to it. Looks to the monitor, gets the white lights, and is pleased to finish with 5 out of 6 good lifts. 140 finishing that clean and jerk for a 253 total. Puts him in the lead at the moment in the junior category.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know what his best total was. I certainly think it's better than what he's done before, Jake. Here's Patrick. There's a big lift for Paddy.
140 kilograms. The youngest competitor in this competition, just 16 years of age.
Yeah, got in his head, but again, he's still young. Still young. There's a lot of development coming for Paddy.
The mental game's such a big part of this, and yeah, you can see it's all up there, yeah. And that's something he will only learn and grow. As I said, he's only just turned 16, so.
Exactly.
So Patrick Sefo Kalofli will finish with 231 total. Now Jaden Buckley heads to the platform, 141. First effort in the clean and jerk.
Very easy opener, very easy opener. Jaden's certainly a 150 odd plus, probably more. He's in the shape he's in, feeling good. Yeah, that's a really solid opener by Jaden. Yeah, Patrick, I guess, you know, there's a silly myth that still goes around about kids lifting weights and stunting growth. It is a myth, and Patrick, you know, Isaac's another good example of it. The guy's taller than me. He started when he was a kid, you know. He's but you got to lift weights under supervision. That's the key. And these guys are, all of our coaches out the back there, that know what they're doing. They're learning, they're growing, not only helping them grow physically, but again growing mentally, being part of something, being part of a community.
Yeah, and I guess it's a commitment to a club.
Yes.
And your people. You show up on time. You know, turning up at trainings. There's people waiting and relying on you there too.
Absolutely.
So now Lane Parks, 142 kilograms for the Papatoetoe Weightlifting Club athlete. A little nod from the corner.
He's not mucking around, Lane. This is he's in and out. Yes, yeah, that part of that club, and you'll see, you know, lifters, you know, now they're here loading. They load for the lifters out the back. We're commentating. We're part of the whole thing. It's all about the sport of stuck in and helping one another.
They're saying Gabby Peach, who was competing last night, she had the most important job of the weekend because she was looking after the pies.
It's very important.
Of her numerous jobs. 143 now for Carl Davies, Waikato Weightlifting. Gets the feet in line and set. Good lift to start the clean and jerk for Carl.
Yeah, Carl's got good. He's got great position off the floor there. Yeah, coached by Fiona Norton. Fiona Norton's been around a long time. Her and a couple of others have competed in the Masters scene for a long time. Medalist Tash Cramner actually is not here. She's been a multiple medalist at world events, so in the Masters division. So yeah, good to see clubs down in Hamilton really growing.
Starting to really get into the nitty-gritty of this men's 96 kilo class here at the Tower Insurance Olympic Weightlifting National Champs. Clock being stopped, totals, weights changed regularly.
Yeah, Kitini is coming back out, 10 kg jump. Again. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, okay. So this is for a record. I thought it was close to it.
It's an attempt at a youth record. So what? Just explain the difference between the youth and the junior
is
categories.
17 years and under. 17 years and under. Juniors 20 years to 17, obviously. And yeah.
So an attempt at a youth record clean and jerk for Kitini Taihuka, 145 kilograms. Powered through the clean and then finished it off for a youth record.
What a lift. Oh, yeah, he's so talented. Yeah. Again, I know I keep coming back to it. The kid's involved in Hapahaka and Wakaama. I know he travels for Wakaama. He's playing Poverty Bay Rugby, and now he's youth record holder, and he's still got a lift to go.
He's committed.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 145 youth record.
The whānau support from kids, I know the Gisborne community get behind their kids, like many of the small communities, Māori communities, and getting behind their whānau. We're nothing without the support around us, and it's just great to see them get those sorts of rewards for the support and hard work.
They produce some athletes out of that Gisborne area, absolutely, and across a very wide range of sports. Yeah, Funaki now 146 for him. Turns 21 tomorrow. Powerfully done.
Yeah, again, monster overhead. 21 tomorrow, eh? 21 tomorrow.
So it's tomorrow, the 4th of November?
It is.
There we go.
Yeah, 21 tomorrow.
He's already made a good head start on Movember.
Yes, well ahead. Yeah, so it's, again, so we're in those high 40s, look at that, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6 in those areas. It's, and remember, you're trying to get a bit of a rest. Yeah, so see, Simon's jumped out massively. He's jumped out to 55. So again, it goes back to controlling what's going on. Is Wire capable of that? Well, that's only for Simon to know. He's pretty convincingly put that away. Yeah, so that's where the challenge comes.
So now Dylan Harris, 147 as these numbers start to climb in the 96 kilo men's category. Oh, had to hold it for a long time. Gets 2 white lights from the referees. Gee, that's hard work.
Yeah, I think he was lucky to get that one as well. Yeah, I think I don't know what they were looking for there. His hips. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah.
He held it though, and he's got it Another one locked in. Now Carl Davies looked good in his first attempt to clean and jerk. Up to 147 now. Really good performance so far for Carl, first national champs. And he's building a strong total, 147 successful.
Yeah, Coach Colin competed yesterday, and Colin just telling him foot out, foot out, foot out, just to know he's got to really reaching, and then get that front foot out. Just allows for you to push under the bar. Yeah, I'm interested to see what Kitini takes now, because how he extends his record. I think we might see 150.
Thank you, guys. Someone get some coffee for the voters. You're doing a great job. Let's give them a hand, please. Very tough job.
Braden Green yet to enter the competition in the clean and jerk, and now will make his entry to the platform with 148 kilograms loaded onto the bar. Pleasing first effort too.
Absolutely. We are seeing some serious green. I'm the first to say it. We're seeing some serious green.
I did my cursing yesterday and the day before. Leave them on to you today.
It's always great to see a lifter come out and just pump their first lift. As a coach, that you relax. You just think, okay, great, we're really in this now, which is awesome.
Thank you, Chris. The bar remains at 148. Call is now on Kitini.
Oh, here is Kitini Taihuka, who just set a new youth record, 145, and then is now looking to extend that further. 148 kilograms will be the attempt. Paparazzi lining up in the corner just in case to get it on record.
Power of social media.
Plenty of time here, Kitini. Get a 30-second warning bell shortly.
Wrong. Wow.
He pushes, drives, a smile, and 3 white lights. He extends the youth record. 148 kilograms in the clean and jerk for Kitini Taihuka.
And I'd heard in training he'd done 150. And I guess the good comment there is that Coach Tina isn't getting greedy and chasing those numbers. Just extend the record. You know, again, a pretty solid 5 from 6 performance.
Total in the end for Kitini Taihuka, 258. In first place currently in the junior competition, but of course Isaac Lorgan is also eligible in that junior section too, and we get to see him in the clean and jerk. Wayne Parks coming back out now, 149. Be a no lift for Lane Parks. It was a battle right from the start.
Just a bit soft, yeah. Look, the guy's got a back of steel. He just holds on. Yeah. Does not muck around with that jerk. Oh, yeah, just a bit soft. He certainly doesn't have full extension on the elbow, but just unlocked there.
So the two Papatoetoe athletes following each other out. Waia Funaki, 149 for him, his third and final attempt. Oh, gee, the crowd very appreciative of that. We just saw a really good series of clean and jerk lifts from Funaki.
Yeah, he's a monster in that. And look, they've come out for the 49 purely because I think they're just getting past Kitani for Strength HQ. Probably should have put 10 kgs more on that, I think. But it's his 21st tomorrow, so we'll go away with
keep
it.
something in reserve.
Yeah.
259 is the total. Waia Funaki getting really into the latter stages now. Looks as if we're going to see Jaden Buckley on the Bay of Plenty Club out next.
Yeah, again, Jaden, big, strong legs. He's got, I think, stand this up easy. Just got to keep pushing in the jerk.
Wall alarm bells, which asking to hold a little bit longer. It felt like a long time. Two white lights though.
Yeah, I don't know what they're waiting for. It could be the hips. You've got to be open in the hips, but from where I'm sitting, yeah, like he's certainly open. I don't know what they're waiting for there. So
The hips don't lie though, so.
Gotta hurry up. Give the athlete a chance.
There's a long time standing there with a big weight over your head. Carl Davies, his final lift, 150 for the Waikato man. Really nicely done once more.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got great lockout. Yeah, what a performance at his first nationals. That's fantastic.
266 the total for Carl Davies. 150 is best clean and jerk. 116 in the snatch, completing his first national champs.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a fantastic performance for a first nationals, you know. He's probably found the sport later on in life. And again, going back to it with our young athletes who are doing multiple sports, it'd be great to be an All Black. Everyone wants to be an All Black, but it doesn't mean if you're not an All Black that your athletic career stops. And weightlifting is absolutely 100% an option for many of our athletes.
Lane Parks now for him, coming out missed no lift at 149, so his final attempt will be 152. Got it under control. Majority decision.
I like it.
Good lift.
Lane does not muck around. Yeah, so Braden comes back. He had a really strong opener. So see how he carries on.
Down to last handful of lifts. Penultimate for Braden Green. His second attempt is with 153 kilograms. Another really impressive effort from Braden Green.
Braden's strong overhead, yeah. And yeah, he's got big biceps. which we all need for the beach, but it's the ability to put it back in that spot and use your back muscles, use your big strong back muscles just to hold it in there. You've got to be coached into getting the bar to that position. That's the thing. It's just being strong.
Dylan Harris now looking for a clean sweep of good lifts, 154. Build a score for the functional strength group. No lift for Dylan in his final attempt, so a total of 269 will have to suffice.
I can hear Jake in the back. There we go. Oh, he's missed that. That was 55 he missed.
Stop the clock. 155. The call is now on Robert Jordan.
So we're moving up to 155 kilos, and there's 4 in fact sitting around that.
Loaders, please take the 10 off. Thank you. Robert, one more time. 155 for Robert Jordan.
The loaders get set.
Hang on, we need to change. The clock remains stopped.
So I just saw Isaac miss his last warm-up there at 55 it looks like. So
The call is still on Robert at 155.
now Coach Callan would have been seeing that in the back.
Clock is running. Call
And this is where the strategy really comes into play. So Callan and them are down the back here. Here's Callan here. He would have seen Isaac probably miss that. And he would just give him a bit of air of confidence there.
Callan is the coach of Robert Jordan, and it's Robert Jordan and Isaac Morgan we think can be battling for this under 96 kilo total, and the clock has been stopped again.
Yeah, I think what they'll do, what Jake will do is he'll back Isaac to put it over his head. Stefan's interesting. He struggled at that 140 jerk, but he's gone to 55. So what I reckon they'll do, they'll go to 56. Oh, 58. Oh, they're following Robert. Yep, they're following Robert. So it just gives him a bit of time because he's just literally clean jerked out the back there. So
Because as we are looking at these ones who are matching each other, and we have to consider what a tie-break scenario is.
absolutely. So he has to stay with Robert because they're tied. But also, because if Robert gets the weight first, he is technically in the lead. So this does make it really interesting about what they go out at.
Getting that lift in first, because it isn't a set start order. They chop and change around depending on the weight. So that list.
Yeah, I don't know what Stefan's doing here. He's gone up to 162.
A lot of maths.
Which would give him 282 total. So and 5'7" would give Jaden a 282 total. So maybe this is what Jaden's going to go for. Yep, Jaden's going for this because what he's trying to do is put himself into third place. So Jaden needs this. If he misses, then Stefan has to come out and do the 162.
157 for Jaden Buckley. Couldn't quite hold it. Tried to get those feet together and feet set, so a miss for Jaden Buckley. No lift at 157.
Oh, he'll be gutted. But he's still 275. He's still sitting there. Braden has to. So you wouldn't have noticed, but Komihana put it up. Then as Jaden went out at 57, he brought it down to 57. He's brought it. So now that will give him 4 kgs, which will put him at 276. So that was a great move from Komihana there. He just kept an eye on what was going on.
So this is Braden Green. He's just seen Jaden Buckley miss. No lift at this weight. Oh, great lift
Just like that.
from Braden Green. Now, talk about doing it under pressure as well.
Absolutely, that is. But he got there because of the coaching. If we went back, we'd see that he was higher. He'd watch what Jaden puts in, then he comes back to 57, and he's one. He has to put the bar of his head, but he got put in the position to get that placing.
So it puts Braden Green a 276 total, which skips in ahead of Jaden Buckley.
So he goes into first, and then with the other boys to come out. Look, Stefan could still come out, and I'm trying to look back, but Stefan could come out and do that.
Robert Jordan, his first lift in the clean and jerk was 158. Focus intent for Rios on the face, and it's a successful start to the clean and jerk for Robert Jordan, so he's laid down his mark.
Yeah, look, absolutely. Again, like I said, it's great for you as a coach to see your athlete just come out and put it away that easily. A bit disconnected in the jerk there, but he's so strong overhead. Gets away with it. So Isaac's going 5'9" because he's got to stay ahead. He's got to keep that 1 kilo. He's got to reach that total first to stay in the competition.
Clock's running for Isaac. He was ready to go though. Standing by at the chalk bin. 159. To work for that hold, and he's going to get hit from the judges. Again, don't mess around, get off. And he's put 159 on the board.
Yeah. So you see, so they adjust. The kid will jerk it. Like, he's just got such a phenomenal jerk. I see, yeah. Oh, it's because of his wraps. That's what I was watching. Just didn't look like. Again, I don't know what they're waiting for. That's 3 now they're doing it. I don't know what they're doing. They need to talk to one another because I can't figure out what's going on here. Even Isaac's waiting to see what's going on. He doesn't know really what's holding. Again, if he cleans it, the likelihood is he's going to jerk it. That's the thing. But I'm probably going to say the same thing about Robert.
Oh, they're neck and neck.
Oh no, Isaac takes the
well,
first
they are,
punch.
yes, he's got the first blow, yeah. He is getting that total, first of all, neck and neck in terms of their ability at the moment.
I don't see Stefan coming out for anything here.
He had a sore knee earlier on, so just hovering.
He's in the back there.
Around, so there is, yes, Stefan Heffer still has one attempt up his sleeve, but we haven't seen him for some time.
At 162.
And he's on the clock with him, 162, and he's going up again to 170. 163 might be, it is 170 for him, so.
Look, they're just pushing the competition out.
So it's 163 for Robert Jordan. He too is going to change, as you see, to 165, which.
So because Robert went 165, Isaac called it first, so Robert has to come out. So that was actually a really good move by Jake. Jake saw what was going on, sees the 70, he jumps to 165, looks at Robert thinking, is 7 kgs a big range, you know, in terms of a jump? Yeah, maybe. So it was a good call by Jake to push to that number and force them into making the decision about do we come out or do we go a bit bigger.
Well, let's see, Robert Jordan is coming out. Otago Weightlifting Club, 165. This men's 96 kilo title coming right down to the wire. No lift for Robert Jordan, so his
Okay, so
first mistake effectively.
now watch this. This is potentially what's going to happen. Isaac's going to either come out, which he might, or he's going to force. Yeah, no, he'll come because he's only in second attempt, of course. No, he will come.
Very tight race as we fight for podium positions.
Oh no, he's going to go up. Yeah, yeah. So of course, no, sorry, I was wrong. Yeah, of course he's going up. So what that's done effectively, that's burned his clock. He's just missed the clean. He's just missed the clean. He's going to force him back out on the platform. He only gets 1 minute. He doesn't get 2 minutes now. So that's effectively known as a burn. Yeah. So so he's gone up. He's taken the risk.
Robert Jordan took the punt of going up 166, and that means Isaac Logan comes out as the tactical side really coming to the fore
But
here.
he's still a kg ahead. Even if he misses this, Robert missed the clean.
Gets this, really heaps it on. Oh, it's taken it all out of him. Looks to the monitor, gets a good lift. Huge effort from the young man.
Big boy weights. That is big boy weights, and I think that's it. Robert will have to come out. He needs 9 kgs.
It's Isaac. Dad, coach, all the eagle eyes peering around the corner. What an effort. Oh, that's taken plenty from him. That puts Isaac Logan to a total of 301.
He needs this lift to secure his position on the platform. Final lift for Robert. Clock is running. Let's get behind.
So this will give him the 9 kgs he needs. This is to win. This is as big a clutch lift as you'll see. Here we go. Wow, that's a lift. And that's got to be the lift of the weekend for me. Holy, wow. He fires back.
Delivering under pressure. Robert Jordan, just when it looked like that title was slipping from his grasp. Look at that.
So Isaac now needs a 168, but he's gone to 70.
Apologies, 168.
And what's going on there?
Clock hasn't started yet. It's 168. We did not start the clock yet. 168. The call is unstopped at 168.
As it stands, Robert Jordan has a total of 302, which is 1 ahead of Isaac Logan. And Isaac
They're the
Logan
wrong person. They've put 170 in for Stefan. It's 168. It's going for Isaac. Yeah, they've done the wrong person.
There it goes. There's the change there. So it will be
That's what he needs.
168. That's what Isaac Logan will need to snatch that title back away. Get this. And the 96 kilos is his. That last lift took plenty out of him. Let's see what's in the reserve tank.
Yeah, this is a big lift.
comes just short, and that ends what has been an absolutely enthralling
Still one lift.
competition.
I don't
The
know
men's 96
I don't know what Stefan
kilo class. We're still waiting to see what Stefan Heffer is going to do. We thought
is
he
coming.
might. Yeah,
Here
we
he
thought he
is.
might be injured, but he is coming back out. So we're not quite done yet.
No. So what this will do is this will give him 30 kgs, which won't put him into it, which will put him into third.
So his last lift was 140. We'd almost forgotten about him, thinking he might not come to the platform, but why not? Can't complete the job. Was a gallant effort to come out and have a nudge towards the end. Why not? Give it a try. And so now we do get to the end of this men's 96 kilogram class. And for all that work, all that effort, 1 kilo in it. And Robert Jordan takes the title with a clutch lift at his final attempt.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. I think that's probably the best session I've ever watched in New Zealand weightlifting. That was just phenomenal. Look at the green. It's just not just the boys at the end. Like, people are performing.
This is the one that won it.
Like, look at our clean and jerk. We've got one missed lift. One. And it was actually by the guy who took the last lift. You know, that's actually a phenomenal scoreboard. Ricky, I don't know if you know, but that's actually probably a piece of history you've watched there in terms of and the growth. That's probably the best session I have ever watched in a New Zealand weightlifting competition.
Well, when you consider too, there's the discrepancies, the distance between the age. You've got the winner eventually, Robert Jordan, the veteran from Otago, and the young gun, Isaac Logan, the two of them going toe-to-toe right till the finish and really delivering.
Again, credit to Robert. He came out and put that lift away when he needed to. But what I'm saying, Isaac will turn into one of our premier lifters.
Oh.
He will, absolutely.
I'll mark it down. You saw him here at the 2019 Tower Insurance National Weightlifting Championships. A thrilling finish to the men's 96 kilo class. There's still plenty more action to come here. We move at 12 o'clock to the women's 87 and 87 plus kilos. So do stay with us for the next session here at the Olympic New Zealand Weightlifting National Champs.
At Tower, we're on a mission to simplify insurance. So we're making our policies easier to read and understand. Complicated insurance language is out, simple is in. With New Zealand's first car, house and contents policies awarded the right mark plain language standard. Tower. What the world does, we undo.
I feel very passionate about my sport. I love that, when I first started there wasn't many females. I love that I was young. I just love everything about what I'm doing because it's just different, it's unique. I just love it.
This Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand event is proudly brought to you by Tower Insurance.